Hi, and welcome to Piano with Georgia. I'm Georgia, and in today's lesson, lesson number 7, we are going to be talking about intervals. What's an interval, you say? You are about to find out. So hop on your bench and let's get started. Before we get started, if you'd like to support me and make sure to be notified of new videos, please subscribe and ring the bell. It's warm-up time. I know it's a little redundant, and yes, you absolutely can skip to the next chapter in the video, but I promise to be efficient and I highly recommend this part of the video. Otherwise, I wouldn't put it in. Number 1, posture check. How's your height? Your distance? Are you sitting forward on your seat? Number 2, let's work out your fingers. Review their numeric names and review a few alphabet letters as well. Take your right hand, set up finger number 1 on a C. Play the fingers on the next 5 notes and say your finger numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And yes, you musical vocabulary-oriented pianists, you did just play a C scale. Now let's do the same with your left hand. Take your left hand, set up finger 5 on C, play the fingers on the next 5 notes, but this time let's say alphabet letters. C, D, E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C. If that feels really comfortable and easy, let's stretch your skills a bit. Challenge number 1. Play it hands together. Challenge number 2. Play it faster. Challenge number 3. Add dynamics. And/or articulations. Did you notice how fancy we sound tossing all those musical vocabulary words around? You've learned so much in our short amount of time together. Last exercise, an arpeggio and a chord. This is a review of what we worked on in lesson 6. Set up your hands on that C scale position, but this time we skip. Right hand first. Play fingers 1, 3, 5, 5, 3, 1. 1, 3, 5, 5, 3, 1. Then play 1, 3, 5 all together. What a lovely C chord you've created. Remember, if it is hard on your hand to get all 3 notes down at the same time, drop on fingers 1 and 5 together, then add finger 3 to the mix. Now left hand. C, E, G, G, E, C. Then your chord. Or 1 and 5 land, then add finger 3. Again, if this all feels very comfortable, use our challenges to make this harder as well. Hands together. Tempo. Go faster. Add dynamics. Add articulations. Nice warm-up. Onward to our concept of the day, intervals. Musically speaking, the word interval simply means the distance between two notes. We identify these distances with numbers. In the next lesson, we will refine this even more, but for now, we are just going to use numbers. Different distances between notes create different sounds, and that is the magic we are after. Let's look at that C scale again. Set up in this position, and we are going to use our finger numbers to help us feel some different intervals. When you go from finger 1 to finger 2, we call this a second. Any two notes right next to each other on the piano are a second apart. In previous lessons, we have called this distance a step. Now we are also calling them, now we can also start calling them seconds. When you go from finger 1 to finger 3, we call this a third. Any white key with an empty white key in between it is a third. Again, you can apply this to white keys all over the piano. And yes, you are right. A skip is the same thing as a third. When you go from finger 1 to finger 4, we call this a fourth. Now you will have two empty keys in between the notes. You probably already know what I'm going to say next. When you go from finger 1 to finger 5, that is a fifth. Fifths are an especially important interval, as this is the interval that is on the outside of your chords. Now we are out of fingers, but there are more keys on the piano. So we are going to do something wild. We are going to stretch out a bit. Relaxation warning. As you start to widen the distances that your hand is reaching, your hand may go into claw mode instantly. If it does, simply notice it and relax. Here's a tip. Watch the knuckles across the top of your hand. Keep those knuckles poking upward like a bridge, not falling in and disappearing. We are going to continue to use fingers 1 and 5 for the rest of these intervals, so we will switch to using note names. Let's go from C to A. This is a sixth. Stretch another note. Go from C to B. And you've created a seventh. The last one we are going to stretch to today is going from C to C, an eighth. This one is another special one that we'll see very frequently in music. So it has the special name of an octave. Just like an octagon has 8 sides and an octopus has 8 legs, an octave spans 8 notes. If this feels like a difficult stretch, be aware of that. Maybe try it today, but don't push it. As your hands get stronger and more flexible by playing more and more, one day this distance will start to feel easy. You can continue to name intervals like ninths, tenths, and onward, but these first ones up to an octave are the most frequently used and the ones we will focus on for now. One other pattern to notice. Unlike every board game you've ever played, where you start counting from your first move, when you count intervals, the first note that you play is counted. For example, when counting sixths, if we are starting on C, we count C as 1, and then continue counting alphabet letters or keys until we reach 6, which in this example would be an A. And the moment we've been eagerly waiting for has arrived. Time to make some music with all of these intervals. My first recommendation is to simply practice playing the different intervals and observe what they sound like. Which ones are your favorites? What do these different distances make you feel? Next, try picking an interval and playing it with the notes separated, like you are making a melody. Then also try playing them at the same time. Maybe an interval that you didn't especially like when playing together is nice when played separately. Combine different intervals with each hand. Left hand plays a fifth, right hand plays a third. Are there any combos that sound better to you when played at the same time? Finally, start to move around. Do all seconds sound the same? How about all the thirds? What happens if you mix in some black keys? We will get to the nitty-gritty of all of that in Lesson 8, coming soon. For now, know that there are no wrong notes and no wrong answers. Enjoy the exploration. I don't have a specific song for you to play today, but what I do have is a nice list of songs that have the opening melody starting with each interval. A second, chopsticks, or do, re, mi. Do, a deer, a female deer. A third, rolling, rolling, rolling from Rawhide. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Fourth, here comes the bride. A fifth, Star Wars. Bum, bum, ba, 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 bum. A sixth, my Bonnie lies over the ocean. A seventh, Maria from West Side Story. Maria. An eighth, somewhere over the rainbow. Somewhere. So try out the beginning, see if you can pick out maybe a bit more of the melody all on your own. Or you start listening to songs you especially like and notice what are some of the intervals that they start out with. I would love it if you would share any good examples in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like by clicking the thumbs up. And again, if you want to support me, please subscribe and ring the bell. Thanks so much for watching, and see you soon in Lesson 8.